Why did I want a C8 Corvette? I didn't want a C8 Corvette. I thought Corvettes were for old people, and I am not an old person, although I'm like an old person. But anyway, long story short, I went to get a new Supra in the middle of 2019 when those things came out and they were all hot. And the dealership that I previously worked at had one, and I was gonna buy it, and I got a message from one of my old high school friends. His name is, Jesus, why can't I think of his name? I guess it's not important because I can't think of his name. So I talked to him, and he was like, dude, you should get, his name is Russell Carter, now I remember. You should get a Corvette because it's going to be a good investment. And I said, what? He's like, well, this is gonna be the first rear-wheel drive Corvette, so you'll be able to make money because they're gonna go for over sticker and we sell it sticker. So I said, okay. So the car was ordered. This trim level was not selected by me, although Russell did a killer job. I love this car. The suede steering wheel and the color accents and the white and the black and carbon flash, as they call it, which is the black accents. So anyway, long story short, the car finally came in a little after the holidays in late 2020, and came in, and I signed for the car and I left it there. And for the next 2 days, it stayed there. And finally, Russell was like, dude, you have to come get this car because everyone's trying to buy it. While people were trying to buy it, I was trying to sell it, and I found a buyer for about $10,000 over what I paid for it, which I didn't think was a lot of money, but I was like, it's free 10 grand. Long story short, the car got driven by me because it was sitting out in the shop and we didn't have room for it, so I had to take it home to make sure it was safe. And I loved it. So I was like, I'll drive it for like 500 miles. And I drove it for 500 miles. And I was like, well, I'll drive it for 1,000 miles. And I drove it for 1,000 miles. And then I was like, no one's taking this car from me. So that's how I ended up with a C8 Corvette that I didn't even want. Happy to have. It's fun. It's fun, yeah. If I had to tell you what I like the most about this car, I would say it's get downness, dude. This thing gets down. It's fast. It's stupid fast. I haven't been in a naturally aspirated car like this that I own that does what this does. So that's one of the most attractive things about this car is how fast it is. It's just really, really fast. And it's so docile when you're not going fast. When you're not going fast, you drive, it's a Cadillac. It's literally like a very comfortable, smooth ride. You're riding in it right now. It's not anything outside of what you would expect from a Cadillac. I guess it gets a little harsh, but when the suspension's setting on street, it's pretty good. My other favorite part about it is this button here. It's called the Z button. The Z button allows you to, on the fly, kind of like make adjustments to the car that are already set up. So for now, like we're gonna make it louder. Let's go! Menage! So we'll make it quieter again. So it's got E cutouts, which is really cool, and it allows you to do a lot of other stuff. Oh, this comes on. Yeah, it's T-top. Target top. So these are my plans for this car and the project. I plan on integrating radar and laser more in my store. So there's no other way to kind of give other people the satisfaction that what we're doing is the right thing by giving them a dose of, or giving myself a dose of our work. This car is going to get a Stinger radar system, which is going to do laser radar, Dragon Eye, all the different forms of radar. It's going to also be GPS enabled. So it's going to give this car an opportunity to do what it likes to do, which is speed, and give the operator, me, an opportunity to not get a ticket. The other thing that we're going to do, we'll have a kit for the Stinger radar system for this specific car, so people can add the kit. If they have a professional installer, they can do that. If they want to attempt to do it on their own, you'll be able to do that as well. So I can't wait. Some of the plans that I have for this car would be lowering it with the factory coilover suspension that's already on the car. I don't really think that I want to do anything too far, because this car kind of ruined me to the fact that now I want the Z06 version that's coming with a flat plane V8. I did order wheels. I got a set of 20 for the rear and 19 for the front, Volk Racing TE37s, which is going to be a little bit different. I might get like the high spoiler. I've really been on the fence about that because I don't know, it's just different, but I would want it to be in carbon fiber, because why not? If you're gonna do it, it's gonna be in carbon fiber, you gotta do it. I think that's it. I mean, I wanna do some audio upgrades as well, because I'm an audio guy, but surprisingly, this is a very good factory audio system. It does lack in the subwoofer department, but I'm pretty confident we can make it better than what it is right now. So those are kind of my plans for this car. And to go really fast. That's my friend Rob, the white B7. So, yeah. So I would say the reaction to this car depends on where you are. So there is a Cars and Coffee meet that we have every Sunday. Oh, that's not Rob. There is a Cars and Coffee meet that we have every Sunday. It's not as popular there now as it was, when I first got it in November, because there's like 4 or 5 of them there now. There's also the getting gas. So getting gas is kind of an ordeal. Look, it's a 308 Ferrari. No, it's not. This is a BRZ. I'm an idiot.
Look at this dude.
Getting gas. So I don't know if I can say this. I can't say it. But if I was a different kind of man, if I was not interested in women, this would be the car that I would get, because this car brings all the boys to the yard. This car, when you go to get gas, every guy within a block comes to talk to you about the car and wants to know what it is, or they want to know more information. They want you to pop the trunk so they can see the engine. It's just funny. I don't think this is a car that a man gets to pick up women. I think this is a perfect car to pick up men.
He needs some milk.
Well, I mean, I'm not picking you up. You're the video guy, the camera guy. Like, you're there for a reason. And my hand, like, it's got a clear partition. It's like I'm not touching it. It's like, man, you made it weird. He just made it weird because he said something weird. If I were to compare this car to the other cars that I own, I would say it's completely different. There's just something about the way it handles and launches. It's just a little more refined than some of the other cars I have. This is truly, I hate to even say it because I do love my Hondas and my RX-7. It's just more refined. It's like, the 60 some years or however long it was, more than that, 70 years of Corvette, they've done a good job of like combining all those years into something that's, even though it's a brand new platform for them, that's just out of this world, that will go on for a long time and be a strong, solid performer. This car, as it progresses, I would be scared to see what this car is in 2 generations from now, because it's already a very strong contender for a lot of the, supercars at a quarter of the price. So, yeah, man, these things are value. I mean, it's just different, and there's no way you don't fall in love with the car when it treats you the way this car treats you. So the one thing we didn't talk about this entire video is what this car is. This is a 2020 Corvette LT2 Z51 package with it's Arctic white with the carbon flash. I think they're called carbon flash. I think it's the name of it. Carbon flash accents. So carbon flash boomerangs, the vents on the sides are kind of framed with the carbon flash colors, as well as the mirrors and the rear spoiler. The brakes are red Z51 calipers, and the wheels are also carbon flash with the polished lip, which is really weird. I can't wait to get rid of these wheels because I feel like this car has so much more potential with a different set of wheels on it than something else than what they have. I feel like they didn't do their homework on the wheels. I think they did such a great job with the rest of the car. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, you know. I have not seen a Corvette yet that 2020 C8 Corvette yet that I think the wheels are killer on. So, closing out, I'd like to thank you guys for taking the time to check out my new toy at 2,200 miles. You're gonna see more of this car on the channel. We're gonna do the audio upgrade. We're gonna do the Raider or laser. We're gonna have the guys lower it. We're gonna go through all the different things that we've done. I wish we'd done a video on the window film because that's kind of one of my favorite things to do to cars and talk to clients about, because window film changes your car like instantly. It changes the way the car looks on the outside. It also gives you an opportunity to have a more stable environment inside the car where you can control how much degradation you get. Don't park there.